What do you want to do that for?
It was always fun.
What if I want to say something that's not supposed to be on there?
Alright, somebody's gonna have to take notes if Debbie isn't here.
Where is she?
No,
She told me she was going to be here.
she'll be here.
I want to get some food.
I think that's her.
Think so?
Yep, she turned the lights on. See?
Hey! It's like
Right on.
cheers.
Hey! Right on time.
Hello.
Just started
Oh, did
singing.
you
Yeah.
take it? I'll
Yeah.
say I appreciate it. Sorry, what?
It was just weird.
Oh, you just walked in, it's my 6 o'clock alarm.
Oh, you're welcome.
Who would be missing? Justin. Where's Justin?
Here is a completed application and then get paid.
Is this paid for?
Mhm.
Okay, so we can schedule this one.
Yep, I got it in yesterday, I think. I
Okay,
got
we'll
it
talk
today.
about it.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then that's just correspondence.
Call the meeting to order. 6 o'clock, Ed. Okay. Oh, where's my agenda? Put the package over. Okay, I guess first order of business is approval of minutes. Previous meeting.
Make a motion to approve previous minutes as submitted.
I have one question. Was there, on the motion that Justin made, was there anything more than just deny the variance? Was there? It was denied to the not meeting the hardship, so that needs to be noted in there.
Okay,
Need to make a little more detailed
motion.
motions.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Particularly this board, this is the board that it really has to be cemented down.
Right.
Because in court, the judge is gonna look at these minutes.
All right. If I do that as a Scrivener's error, so we can just approve them with that change. Need a motion?
Second.
No, that's not a motion.
No.
I'm asking for a motion.
No, I think
I
TJ
I
motion.
already made the motion to approve.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's
Sorry. We
I,
must-
I was debating what I was going to do, and I was okay.
Okay, all in favor?
Hi.
So did you just make a motion to approve them the way they are, or to
No,
approve
with
them
the
with
change.
corrections?
As
With the
amended.
changes.
It would be as amended.
But you didn't tell them what to amend it to.
Yeah, they did.
Huh?
They told me to add, due to the hardship. Due to not, I assume.
Not meeting the hardship criteria.
Yeah, not meeting hardships.
That was the only thing that was not met during the last meeting.
There we go.
The hardship was the only thing that was not met.
Okay, we now have no public to comment. I skipped. Okay, next thing is the budget. Good.
Always a fun one.
This is a fun one. Abby, we're not doing the newspaper notices anymore, correct?
Yeah, but we don't have to, but it is still in, some stuff, like with the fees and stuff. So you could do newspaper notice, like if applicable, on the fee schedule, and then also, I think on a couple of like the applications, it might say newspaper notice as well, but I don't know for sure.
Because they
It should
can,
just say public notice.
but they can request it to be in the newspaper and other things as well.
That's true too.
So basically, I would leave everything basically where it's at for the most part.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're looking at a $341 balance remaining in that account. I think we could probably take 100 out of it and still be pretty safe.
The problem is you never know on these things.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes we have to post if they ask us to, and sometimes we
But also
don't.
there's a cost to posting on the website and things like that. The website is not gonna just be free.
So the website, the Town of Troy's website, we
Still
have to
has a
pay
fee.
for?
There still has a fee, so yes.
Okay, I didn't
And
know
it'll be
that.
broken out to everyone else who has to pay for it as well. Cause it shouldn't just be one thing, one party hosting it, even though technically right now it is one party hosting it, it's all the
Mhm.
selectmen.
Okay,
So it would be best to keep the line open and where it's at, just to be safe. Cause when we come back to it, the budget committee is gonna try and penny nickel and dime us
oh,
on
I
that.
know.
And they're, you know,
What about the certified fees? I don't even know your name, and I hate to address you without knowing your name.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, have the
Um,
fees gone up for the certified?
They're almost at $10 now for certified
God,
per notice.
per envelope?
Mm-hmm.
so we can get 50 notices out. And
Right.
the good news is, we can, if we leave the budget higher, we can spend, if we overspend our postage, we can pull it from the
Right,
line.
right, I understand.
That actually comes under postage.
Right, but if that's 50 notices, if we have any large projects like we know we have coming up, any of those large projects could hit and be
Yes.
a heavy hit.
Yeah, you get a large parcel, and we touch a lot of small parcels.
Or a big project that hits the whole town anyways.
So since I'm new and I don't know what you mean by big projects are coming,
So any type of large project that would affect the whole town would need to be the whole
oh, I
town.
understand that,
So-
but you seem to see that something's coming down the line, and I'm interested in what you
So
think
I'm
that
the
is.
chair of the select board. I'm TJ Chase.
Oh, I'm Jody.
I'm in a lot of the other boards as well, and I see what's coming through the pipelines.
Mhm.
Just if anything happened with, we have three large solar projects that are currently happening in this town.
3 large what?
Solar projects. If anything needs to be adjusted with that
Yeah,
this year, next year, or otherwise, that's, I think they hit a good 10 people each almost. Just around them. Is that about right? It's about 10 people each of the projects up there.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, that right there, if
Yeah.
anyone has it, if it's a ZBA issue comes to us, it's,
That's $100 there.
well, that's 30 per. You got 30 with right there, so 300, so 10 per, because if anything happens with each project. There's 3 projects going in town for solar.
Yeah, there's one Bigelow Hill and 2 George Street ones.
Yeah, so they hit, you know, any of those need to come here, or any of the other larger projects is, it was hinted last night that there's more projects in the works for some of the residents in our meeting last night, and they wanna continue pushing if anything happens with those. And any project that gets the sign off, someone could fight with the
Yes.
ZBA, and then,
which leads to my next question. We haven't got any money in our legal line item.
no, that one is because the legal item was taken out of everyone's line and put on the selectmen, because technically all
So we're
legal-
covered if these things are coming.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my concern.
Yeah, so we put $1 in the line because otherwise this board would never be able to use the legal.
Right,
But the selectmen cover it that way, and we put it under, this was used by ZBA, this was used by water and sewer, this was used by planning, things like that.
thank you.
Yeah, just for your information, we paid the,
I think it's Matt.
Kyle.
Oh, I actually don't know.
That's fine.
That's all right, they're reading it now, so I'm sorry.
we paid the postage costs to the actual postage rate, plus an office fee. So we don't have to go in and keep adjusting them if they change.
Oh, good. Good.
When did we do that? Last year or the year before?
Last year, I think.
Last year.
Just makes it so we don't have to keep revisiting it. If they make it $20, it's $20.
And as we know, the fees are gonna continue going up there.
Yeah.
Almost $10 a
I think
letter.
It was.
I'm shocked. I haven't sent anything certified return receipt forever.
Yeah.
$10 a letter. All right,
Nothing against the post office, but they gotta make their money too now.
So, I mean, do we wanna adjust these things based on volume coming in, or just go with that, if we run over, we run over? I mean, this is, all of these fees aren't an actual expense, that we put out the money for them, but it's,
I understand, it's coming back into the general fund. We
but you
can't
have to
put it-
have it in the budget in order to
Right.
expend the money.
Right, right.
Office supplies.
Yeah,
That would be if we make copies or things. Abby, there's nothing been used out of office supplies for this one?
I don't know. I don't know what we've charged people for office supplies yet. Cause sometimes we like split up a couple of boxes of paper throughout the year, but I haven't seen anything.
We need to do that though, because what happens at budget time is they see that 100% is left in there and they start accusing us of
Right,
breaking our.
no, I understand, I get it, I just, I'm not sure. As of other stuff, I don't know what else the ZBA uses. Usually it's just paper and like paper clips, and I get like 90% of them back, so.
Well, we should be as a group.
well, envelopes and paper,
Yeah, envelopes, I guess I could charge some of the envelopes that I use, but we haven't hardly had anything crazy this year.
Well, you could even use, if the website is charging us to post, you could use some of that out of your office supplies too.
that would actually come under advertising.
Yeah, we'd have to use the advertising. So, while we play around with
Advertising is posting notices and things, and mailing stuff.
So I mean, that line, we technically could probably get away with lowering the office supplies, because 2023, we were only charged $13.
Right. I didn't know that, but maybe take it down $100. What does everybody think?
Yeah.
I
The
would,
budget committee will like us if we
I would
say,
almost say take it down to $100 period, take it down to 150. Leave it at a flat $100.
That's what I was thinking.
So I will make that motion to lower the office supplies line to $100.
the office supply line item is reduced by $150 to leave a value of $100 as the recommended. And then somebody can make that motion. That
You
line.
just did make the motion. Need a second,
I'll second.
okay? Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So that'll bring the bottom line to 1704.
I think everything else is fine, unless we wanna drop the training a little bit.
I don't think we should do that. I, for one, even though I've done this for over 20 years, things change, and that training, as I've said to you a little bit earlier, is just invaluable training. The books you get books and publications through it, so if you spend, I don't even know what they are anymore, but if you spend $50 to go to one, and you come home with a slew of books that help you even more, the training for this board, just because if you make a mistake here, you end up in court.
So are the training not considered, is that what you were just talking about, under the
What we
published
have.
books and periodicals?
No, training would be
Or
actually,
books for the training?
no, when you go to a training, they give you books. That's a part of the training. But these publications and periodicals, a couple line items there, is
That's,
for these books, like that one in your hand, and there are other zoning books that would come out of that.
So if we sent one person to the next class on November 16th, it would be, because we are New Hampshire Municipal Association members, $115. So,
And they usually do four
One
a year.
one person, yeah.
Still, they bring the materials back and everybody gets to see those materials and read it through, and it was you get to ask questions. You can have a challenging case that you know is coming or whatever. When you go to these seminars, you're talking to an attorney. And you can say to them, this is what we've got, and what do you think, you know? And it was invaluable to me when I was doing this. But usually there are 4 a year, so at $500, that you'd be right around where you need to be if they are 115 apiece. We could take turns going, so you guys can tell me to go pound sand, but so that the onus isn't on one person all the time to go to these seminars, you know, everybody take a turn going.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, each position is a 3-year term, so you can send 1 year and then, or 2 a year and then go from there.
Not happening.
You don't wanna go on a Saturday from 9 to 3:15 up into Manchester?
No.
It's on a Saturday, they
Yeah.
used to do them in the evening.
I'm happy it's on a Saturday, cause then it's not during normal work hours.
That's why it's not happening for me.
Oh, I hear you're volunteering there, Debbie.
No,
Well, we could actually do 2 people to that because we still have plenty left.
Yeah, you can do 2 this year if you wanted to.
not unless they pay for my hours that I miss at work.
Well, no, we wouldn't send you since you work. That's normal people who have Saturdays off.
What's the date on that?
November 16th.
That's hunting season.
I know.
What's the topic, what are the topics?
Zoning 101, ZBA in New Hampshire, Planning Board housekeeping, ZBA discussion making, and how can your community become more housing friendly?
I think those are all things that we should,
Yeah, we skipped the last one.
we're gonna get
That's
slammed with
that's
those,
more of a planning board thing.
we're gonna get slammed with that though, can you see that coming down the pipe?
Yeah. All the other ones I already, like I said, this next month, basically this next 6 months are gonna be interesting.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to be on here, because I feel like you're absolutely right there. So I guess we, a motion to leave it alone, or on the training, or,
No, we don't need a motion to leave it alone.
okay.
Only on changes.
I think all the rest are good for this one coming up, and I think you're right, we should send 2 people this year to that.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Hmm?
Don't look at me.
Well, I think it'd be good for you.
Trust me, I got enough classes to go through.
Let's.
We can discuss it further though. Figure
Yeah,
out
we should be meeting at least once, possibly twice before we have to make a decision on that.
Oh yeah, cause we got another. Yeah, you said to pre-register, but pre-registration could be literally the day before. It's that easy. And the good thing is it's just a 6-hour conference
Mm.
Now,
over in Manchester. So it starts at 9, leave here
7:30.
at 7:30, 8 o'clock. 8:30 if you drive by car.
No, I got something scheduled for that day, but sorry. Not gonna happen.
And then
Okay.
next year get an earlier one. Not during hunting season, so Debbie can go and attend it.
Oh. When you do the agenda, put the old business before the new business, please.
Okay. I guess I've always just put old business after.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I just sort of
Faster.
jump around anyways. But it makes more sense to finish up the old stuff before we start.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, under new business, we have an application.
I'm gonna make a motion to accept this.
No, sure, you
Yes.
don't have to.
Okay,
I
I
mean, we
didn't
made
know.
a change
Okay,
from last year, but we can
we're good.
And
still,
you're submitting it to the budget committee?
yeah,
I will not.
and the select board.
I'll be there for that one.
Okay.
Why are you not gonna be there?
I'm not on the budget committee anymore.
What?
It's Dick. He gets that one. I have enough on my plate.
You should know that.
I cover like 90% of the work.
I thought he was just covering because he was out of town.
No, it's on, Dick volunteered for that one again, so he was happy to take it back. I was like, okay, he likes the budget guys
Okay,
and gals.
so what's the thought? Do we need a motion to go with this as amended, or just go with it as amended?
No, might as well make it all funny and legal, so
Okay,
she made the motion, I'll second it.
okay, all in favor?
Alright.
Okay. Cool. Enter this in and get it ready to go for, what's that, next week, week after? It's gonna be good.
Next week.
Oh, it is next
For
week,
the
yeah.
selectmen is next week.
Next
Are
Thursday.
you sure?
Mm-hmm. And then budget is the week after that.
Cause you got put onto the same one as water and sewer,
Yeah.
yeah.
Budget's on the 21st.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you'll be presenting this to us,
It's already in my calendar, so.
presenting it to us next Thursday, oh. I mean, it's gonna be a fairly easy one, we're gonna look at it and say, okay,
Come back when you get realistic.
that sounds like the budget committee more than the selectmen.
17th.
Sure.
Okay, what do we got here? This is the generator one?
Yep.
And this is all paid for, so we can actually schedule it?
Yep, you can schedule it.
All right, how long do you need for notification?
I believe 10 days.
So 2 weeks you wanna do it?
Sure.
Does that work for everybody?
What is that?
How
What's
long
the
is,
date?
hold on,
I'll pass it around.
may I ask how long is the abutter list?
Sure.
If they actually
That will determine how long I have to work on this.
Did they actually do the butter list, or did you do it already?
4.
4, that's fine. Okay, we can do it in 2 weeks.
Oh, I know what this project is. Got it.
2 weeks brings
I
it
know
to
what
the
project is.
22nd.
So the day after budget, that should be fine if you guys are okay with it.
That's subject to their availability too.
Yeah, I can always bring it up with them and see what
That
they're.
means I have 3 meetings.
So
in
10/22
So do I.
at 6 here.
I asked for this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh wait, and it possibly might be Friday.
So you're gonna do it on the 22nd, you said?
Is that 2 weeks? I don't know.
Yeah, 22nd.
Yeah, 22nd.
I'm okay with it if we're able.
Just check with them, make sure
Yeah.
they can be here. Because we have moved them before because they weren't available.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Same bat channel, same bat place.
Make sure there's heat. I'm cold, I'm sorry.
Okay.
We've asked them.
Just
to
for
get
everybody's
these out.
information, this is the site of new generator with phone company.
I'll send out the
It's a new generator.
Yeah, right now they have like a trailer there. And it's
Where's this at?
right over there.
Near Lisa Stedman's house, where,
Oh,
on the way to
okay.
my house.
Yeah, they wanna put.
I haven't seen a trailer there though, but
If you go up Hill Street and look up their driveway, you can see the generator trailer sitting there. It's sort of nondescript, it's small.
so what's wrong with that and why do they want a new
It's
one?
dead, they can't get parts for it apparently.
And they wanna put a permanent permanent one that's based on the ground, on a concrete pad. The problem is, they don't meet setbacks.
Because it's village, nobody can meet the setbacks.
Yeah.
Correct. So they're asking for a variance of the setbacks, correct?
Yes,
What's wrong with the place it is now? Is that, I mean, it's not on a slab, but,
So if it's on wheels, it's not considered a permanent structure, which means it
Right.
can go anywhere within any part of your setback.
so why aren't they putting it there, back where it is now?
Because it's on wheels now. They wanna put a permanent one down. They don't wanna keep wheeling it around.
So this isn't something that they have to have, it's a wish list, basically, to put it in a different spot that doesn't meet the criteria.
Well, even what they currently have only meets criteria because it has wheels. It moves around. So they're wanting to put a permanent generator in, not something that can be taken away on
And
easy.
is this something they use every day, or this is something they'll just use when the lights go out?
No, it's a backup generator, so
Yeah, it's a backup generator.
lights go out.
Because for what it's worth, I've lived on that street about 300 feet down the road from where we're talking about, and we've never had our lights go out in 20 years. Just saying.
I thought the whole town was out a year or two ago.
We went down one time in 20 years and we were out for 20 minutes. But I think it's because of their generator. I think that whatever, it's because they're there that we are getting good power. We're getting good
Well,
power.
you're not on a street that has trees overhanging it and all that stuff, so that makes a difference.
No, well, I do have trees overhanging, but I'm just saying, I always question why, and I'll do it in the meeting, of course, too, but, why they wanna change it and why they wanna, what's wrong with it while on wheels still? The hardship criteria will be impossible to meet. If we do it right.
I'm surprised it isn't built into the building.
I know. All right, so we agreed that's gonna happen on the 22nd at 6 here.
If they are able,
I'm sorry, what?
if they are able,
Okay, but you'll let us know.
of course.
I do have some experience with generators at phone companies.
Shocking.
You do? Do you
awesome.
service them?
No, I used to work at a phone company and I used to run them and start them and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Did you used to work in this town ever before?
no, this was bigger stuff. We had one building where we had 2 turbines on the roof.
Wow.
Yeah.
What town was that in?
That was in New Haven.
Okay.
Okay, so we got that scheduled. Any other new business? Okay. Do you have a planning board update or you up to
I
date?
do not have a planning board update.
Okay.
This week it's going fast.
So if any warrant articles want to be submitted to the selectmen for anything, they're due by February 6th, from the different committees, boards, et cetera.
Yeah, we want a clubhouse.
Everyone wants something.
But he,
And then basic information, there will be, the dog license fee is going up $1 to, I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, but it's going up $1.
so it cost me $10.
What did you grab it?
Suck it
I
up.
have 2.
You're rich.
I got 2 dogs.
What was that
too.
fee again?
It's going up $1.
To have a
I
dog.
think it's
Oh, the dog, okay.
$7, $8 per dog. I
It's
think.
$9.
It'll be $9. And,
If
For
your dog,
10.
no,
If
if your
he's
dog's
spayed.
not spaded, it's $9, so it's going up to 10.
well, at least you know. I can't.
And if they're not
Yeah.
spayed, it's
If
more.
people are not paying it now, what makes you think they're gonna pay it when they're going up?
Because the animal control officer was going to start enforcing the rules and fining people and taking dogs and
Start.
fining. Yeah,
And that means,
because
then
we have one.
that means to say he's gonna end up with a bunch of dogs.
Yep, most likely.
They probably need more funding, that's why they're doing
Well, that's
We're
it.
missing dogs on Facebook.
Yep.
Oh, God, I've not seen anything like it. It makes me think nobody keeps track of their animals.
it. I think
There's
half
so
of those
many of
posts
them.
are probably fake.
No, most of them are, yeah. They're trying to get
Yeah.
people.
They're all like fake clickbait posts.
this.
A lot of
God.
those are just like scam or people just make them to get people to donate.
So anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to stop you.
Craziness.
Yeah, that's the world we live in.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? A little frightening.
And then other stuff is just the usual AP stuff we went through. IT agreements and such like that. Yeah. We had 2 building permits. Easy peasy. Nice, smooth flow.
Variances, no.
Nothing that we needed to shoot off and deny, so they were all nice and within their setbacks, within their limits, within their everything they need to be. So we were happy for once.
Okay, well, that's the way to do it. You wanna get it done quickly and cheaply.
Hey, it's not us who get charged anything, it's the folks who have to go through these things. They gotta pay for it in the end.
I feel like that doesn't happen often.
What?
It just being smooth sailing through.
It doesn't, not now. It's nice when people wanna build stuff that they're not in water and sewer, they're not, they think about things ahead of time and say, okay, my setbacks are this, I'm gonna build a garage in the middle of my property and there's 250 feet from either side, so they're set there. Very, very seldom do we get them just smooth and easy, that even the building inspector's like, yeah, you're good. Sometimes we have to have Abby reach out to him and say, hey, we need your plan, not just to hand a napkin of it.
That happens often.
I know. Especially, but now we're starting to catch them beforehand, before they submit them, so we can
Yeah.
say, hey, man, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, isn't it on the application?
So technically yes, but in the past, a quick drawing on the back of a piece of paper was legit.
Sufficed.
But now that we have a building inspector because the town voted on it, and we said, okay, we were gonna do working on that anyways, all plans now get to go through the building inspector as well, even if it's a single family home. And we were actually working on with the planning board to make a process to where everything still comes to the selectmen first, and then we divvy it out, but everything gets assigned a coding, like a date and basically a stamp that goes on the top, so we can keep track of everything properly and put it in the exact file it's supposed to be, because that's an issue as well, is
Yes, I've seen the files.
where's the file at? So we're working on that, and it's nothing against our current staff, it's
Oh,
how
no.
it's always been done.
Right.
And we're cleaning it up and working on it.
And ruffling feathers at the same time.
Oh, probably, most likely, but that's part of the job. Take 2 steps forward and 10 back. But we do what the people want, and people wanted us to have a building inspector, so we got one, and he's doing his job now.
I'd like to know which people it was that wanted a building inspector.
It was voted in.
Oh, I know that, but
It
there was a
originally
select
submitted.
group of people there that night.
Right.
I can tell you who originally submitted it, because that's public knowledge, it was Carl Patton. Beyond that,
Well, that that had something to do with something else too.
then he wanted all projects current and future, so, which it makes perfect sense, the town, and the problem is the town voted for no building inspector, then they wanted a building inspector, then they didn't want a building inspector, and now we're back to they want one again, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, whatever you want. Well, I think, we gotta be able to use some common sense in every single board, whether that's the select board as well. If someone wants to put a shed up, they shouldn't have to do a full-blown site plan review for that.
No, and most of the time they don't, the only time they have to is if it's either non-conforming or,
Any non-residential
That's-
would be subject to site plan review, but the planning board can waive that to say if there's something that is minor enough or change of use that is whether or not it's really a change of use or.
Okay. You heard anything on the other,
I have not, only that he plans to resubmit.
appeal?
Yep. With a valid application. With an abutters list and a payment.
So they were gonna change.
Hmm?
They were looking at the authorities on that. Wetland sign, was it?
Wetland sign?
For the solar projects?
I thought you were talking about.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Hasn't gotten this far.
I ain't seen nothing.
Is that actually getting it up here?
No,
That's fine.
it hasn't yet. It hasn't
Solar
gone
projects?
any further.
Yeah.
Only if we find something that we need tonight. So far, what I've been told is moving forward.
Okay.
We were told a little bit of an update on it, but not much. It was very brief.
Okay.
So what project are we talking about now, since I'm not privy to all this other stuff that you guys are?
So there's one of the big 3 solar projects in town.
Mm-hmm.
I know some of them have some wetlands issues and some other issues that can
But those
potentially come up.
got approved.
Right, that's what I'm thinking, they all got approved, so
Yeah.
once they submit to the selectmen and we see nothing wrong with it,
Then they can.
then they can move forward, but we haven't seen it yet, so they haven't submitted to us yet. So we're still we're just hearing third party
Right,
from the different parties that have been involved. So the planning board, they went to the planning board, they've already gone to the conservation commission,
Twice.
Hmm?
Twice.
twice. But they've missed the main people. But it's a lot of fun circling around.
I've been there and done it. It doesn't just happen here.
Okay, so there's the date on our agenda here is the next regularly scheduled meeting, which would be in January.
So that needs to get changed from February, right?
Well, I mean,
No, it says January.
January, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's our, talk about the election. meeting.
It's our quarterly one.
Yeah, our quarterly. We have four quarter, a meeting every quarter.
I usually just put the regularly scheduled one because I don't always know.
Yeah,
We're still doing 6 p.m. on
yes.
No, for you 5.
Unless you wanna do it at 3.
Don't feel bad, I only get one.
that. 2025, that's so weird to look at.
Mm.
Just wait till we start writing.
Huh?
Wait till we start writing and signing everything with the date. Always mess up
I'll
all
be
the
like,
first
I'll
month.
be a month behind on that.
Fuzzy.
I know, something all of a sudden, I feel it too.
No. I've been bad all week. Anything else anybody wants to discuss? Questions, comments, complaints?
Next meeting, have some heat in here.
I'm dying.
We have to talk
Freezing.
Well, you guys need to swap spots then.
It's cold in here.
I don't think we turned on the heat yet.
It's coming
No,
Not in
from
my
I'm
house,
trying
anyway.
to get the ACs out before we turn the heat on, so
So
we don't.
that'd be a smart idea.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
don't lose all that electricity.
What
But
we
the problem
have.
is, we
Yeah.
might get one of those nice
It's
little
gonna
heat
be
waves
cold
or
tonight.
Right.
I'll keep it either way.
Supposed to be like
I feel like I'm in your wings.
No, you're fine.
3
Oh my God.
seconds.
It's gonna be
Next
freezing.
weekend?
in
Yeah,
the morning.
yeah.
But no frost.
Perfect.
It's supposed to be a nice weekend. It's not supposed to rain till like late Sunday, early Monday.
Great hunting.
I don't hunt right now, not till November.
You have bells on?
No,
That's the best time.
it's too hot. It's been too hot.
Last year I looked at it in September and I went down to the tree stand and it was just filled with mosquitoes. I couldn't figure it out.
Wait till November.
We're gonna take a triple E bath. Triple E bath with the mosquito.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was easier just to not.
Alright, so we're still meeting on the 22nd.
If she can coordinate it with the
Yeah, I'll email them tomorrow.
applicant.
I'll let you guys know if it changes.
Yeah. I mean,
All right,
the
is that
alternate,
that?
on that, the alternate date would be the next week, I guess.
Right.
Everybody's usually clear on Tuesdays. That's our night.
We're lucky, it's, when do we change the clocks back if we decided we wanted to do a site review up there? gets dark at, I think we've got another couple of weeks, don't we?
I'm not sure.
I have no idea, he sneaks up on me.
Yeah. I usually don't even know until.
It's like, what?
I don't care.
November 3rd.
So we will make it,
Yeah, so we could,
we could do a site.
well,
Pardon me?
it'll be getting darker earlier every day.
It will.
There's a pretty good drawing in here when you send it out.
Yeah, I'll set it up tomorrow. You know.
I got a kick out of it because they showed everything in the building too.
They CAD workers, 4th grade.
Not much in there.
Well, it's communication building.
Yeah, but there's not much in there. It's a little communications building.
It is very small, maybe 10 by 10.
Doesn't have dimensions. Well, let's see. Doesn't have dimensions on the building. They don't have the setbacks.
And they've got the big hill behind them. I understand why they can't go behind them, because the building is right backed up against a 20-foot drop.
Right. But if you look going up the street there's a driveway that goes
Yes.
all the way to the back of the building.
Yes, that's how they access it, but they don't have any room behind them, because they literally have a few feet before it
Oh, yeah,
drops.
it goes
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like you step off the front steps and it's like, what?
right. Now that that's a two-way street,
Oh, there's a back door too.
So we can jump.
So there's actually a front door. Well, you need two doors in the buildings.
What's wrong with it being in the front yard?
Hmm?
What's wrong with it being in the front yard?
Because there is no front yard, it's a hillside.
somebody subdivided a piece of land just big enough to put that building on it, with a right-of-way over their property.
Is it a right of way or is it actually their property?
Or it might be on Hazelton's side, I'm not sure. The Hazeltons might have been the one that subdivided it out.
Okay, then let's call this guy. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you for letting me come.
Can't really stop you.